So I've got a question for you, Gary. How often during a day do you think a customer will change their mind?
Well, if I'm in a property for 8 hours, I would suggest 8 times.
Well, this SpektroLED downlight from Knightsbridge can help with customers who can't make their mind up.
I thought I was doing the intro.
You change your mind again?
Yeah, probably. Okay, so you reckon this light fitting here can make electricians' life easier and therefore customers, and also we'll circle back to the wholesaler in one fitting?
In one fitting, yeah. So this is the 40-in-1 downlight from Knightsbridge.
Okay, 40 in one. Explain a little bit more how I get 40 in one, because it looks like one light fitting to me.
Well, pick the light fitting you might like in the morning, Gary.
Okay, so I might get up, I want 2700 Kelvin, I probably want it with a white bezel in a certain area in the house and 5 watts.
Okay, then Mrs. H comes back in the afternoon, you've almost finished the project, and she says, well, I don't like that colour, and it's a bit dim in here.
Okay, she might want 8 watts, 4000 Kelvin, and she might want a black bezel on it.
Yeah, and this is exactly how this downlight can cope with it, because all those options are built in. So I suggest we have a closer look at it, Gary, so we can see how it does
into
this,
one fitting. You're telling me this has got 40 variants in one fit. It's a nice looking fitting.
It's a nice looking fitting, nice and shallow. We'll get that out first. This is 42mm recess depth.
Okay, so while we're talking about that, let's go with the thermal insulation. Can I lay thermal insulation over the top?
Yes, you can. Thermal insulation, and we'll get that other one out of the way. It is tested with all those latest types of joist, the prefabricated engineered timber, and the web joist and the i-joist that we're seeing in properties. But here's the clever bit.
Okay, go on then.
So switch on the back, you can select between 5 and 8 watts. So
Brilliant.
That gives us lumen outputs of between 465 and 795 lumens. So that solves that. It's too bright or it's not bright enough. You can just flick a switch and alter that. And then we've got our 4 colour temperature options here. So let's just have a closer look at how that works. So I'm starting here at 2700 degrees Kelvin, typical what you'd find in an incandescent lamp, then move through to 3000 Kelvin, which is halogen colour temperature, then through to 4000, which is probably what you'd find in a lot of fluorescent tubes, commercial office space, and then all the way up to 6000 degrees Kelvin, often referred to as daylight white. Back to 2700 here, and then we're just going to look at the dimming performance. So we've paired this up with a Knightsbridge dimmer that we've looked at previously in our Great British Dim Off. If you haven't seen that, check it out. But you'd expect to see the manufacturer of the dimmer match with the downlight to see some great dimming performance. So we're just going to slowly take it down. We don't want to see any visible flicker. We want to be able to get down to a low end. And there we go, nice smooth dimming down to that low end that we want. And yeah, I'd be quite happy with that in any residential setting.
I'll see if I can catch you out. Can I use it in a bathroom?
Well, so here the good news on this product is it's IP65 rated from the front, so absolutely you can. IP20 on the back, because you've got quite a few switches in there. While we're on the topic of bathrooms, Gary, if you haven't seen the video we made about another sprinkling of innovation that Knightsbridge brought to market, the triple pole grid switch isolator, check out that video as well. I will put a link in the description and somewhere in the eye above my head.
I've got a feeling you're stalling for time, so I'll try and catch you out again. You can see the one in your hand there has got a white bezel on it. Does it come in any other colours?
Okay, so Knightsbridge have approached this in a slightly different way. So you order the housing, and it comes without a bezel.
Right, okay.
Easily clips on, but you've got to think, a lot of manufacturers used to put these in the box in all those different colours, and you'd end up putting half of them in the skip, or they'd sit gathering dust somewhere, never to be used. So I think that option of housing and then choosing the bezel you want and ordering that as the accessory is a sensible option, and you can get that obviously in the white. We've got here matte black, polished chrome, brush chrome, and your favourite, Gary.
What's my favourite? Don't say it.
Yeah, it's your favourite brass.
I'd just like to say for the record, brass is not my favourite colour, so I'm going to catch you out. I bet it comes with a 1 or 2 year warranty, doesn't it?
No, so it comes with a 5-year warranty, and just to mention the beam angle on here is 60 degrees. But yeah, we think this is, we think you couldn't keep on innovating in downlights. Knightsbridge have done it again, Gary, but there's one thing we haven't looked at, and that's the bit that a lot of people always get excited about. How easy is it to wire?
Well, it goes without saying, we all love a screwless connector. Simply push our conductors into position. You've got the ability to loop in and loop out. The next bit's really satisfying with that ratchet in action.
Yeah, that's a well-designed cord grip. Also works incredibly well with round cables as well if you're using flex.
And a simple process to reverse it, obviously unclip, press the 3 levers down and you can pull your conductors out nice and simply. Let's put it together now. So we have a clear window there for a visual polarity, which is a nice touch. You don't see that very often.
Oh, it is, yeah, handy for a quick visual inspection.
So bringing my light fitting now, so it might be a case of you've waited for the ceiling to be decorated or you've done your testing, insulation resistance, and now we're going to push them together. It clips and locks into position, and obviously then our light fitting can go up once we've finished all the testing and decorating. So a nice simple process as well. 70mm hole, again just be careful as you wiggle it in.
Yeah, nice firm springs, up into place, job done.
Now that was easy to fit, and if we circle back to that customer that keeps changing their mind, I've got the 2 wattage settings, I've got the 4 colour temperatures, I'm on Clover.
Yeah, it is, it makes everyone's life easy, Gary, including, ready for this, the wholesaler, because you obviously only have to keep one item in stock. The electrician goes in, I want a downlight, here it is, what colour bezel do you want? Job done, you're off out on the road, you've got your van. Yeah, this is a great option, covers all those bases.
Yeah, and for me, and that means that for transporting, it's one light fitting that's transported actually to the electrical wholesaler. With all those bezel choices, you've got a 40-in-1 light fitting. But as always at eFIXX, we're interested in your feedback. Have you been fitting the SpektroLED LED downlight from Knightsbridge? Did you know about this 40-in-1 variant that you can have? If you haven't, are you now rushing down to your electrical wholesaler to pick the one light fitting you need to keep that customer happy? We love all your feedback. If you leave it below, he'll get back to every single one of them.